Assalamu alaikum, our dear students. Welcome to a new lesson for our school, Qatar Technical School. This is an English lesson for grade 10 using Technical English Book 1. The title of today's lesson is Future Projects. The objectives for today's lesson are listening for details and studying the future tense. Please open the course book, page 56. Before we start, let's have a look at this picture. What can you see in the picture? Yes, it's a train. This train is very fast. Sometimes it can reach more than 600 kilometers per hour. And this type of train is called maglev train. Now open the book, please. As you see, here is a future project. It's called maglev train. Okay, this maglev train works on magnetism. There are a set of magnets that are under the train that allow him to move, but it doesn't touch the rail. That's why it's very fast. Okay, as you see here, there is a tube. Okay, and we have three sections. In the upper section, this is the maintenance shaft. In the middle, we have the magnetically levitated train. That's why we call it maglev train. At the bottom, we have the emergency track. Let's look at the right. We have here power supply, main tunnel, which is in the middle, magnetic track. That's what we said. It works on magnets. And we have cables. These cables are related to a future project that we will listen about in the next part. Now we're going to listen to a radio interview and complete the specification chart. The name of the project is Transatlantic Maglev Tube. Location of tube, it's under the Atlantic Ocean from Britain to the USA. Possible date of completion is in 2100. The length, we're going to listen and write the length of the project, how many kilometers. Depth below sea level, how far or how deep it is in meters. Number of cables, speed of train, and source of power for train. So please listen carefully to be able to complete this specification table.
Unit 7, Recording 42. Today on Radio Tech, I'm talking to Dr. Tor Jensen. He's a civil engineer and his company is working on plans for a tunnel under the Atlantic Ocean. So, Tor, tell me about this tunnel, or tube, under the Atlantic. Are you building it now?
No, we're not building it now. That's a long time in the future. Right now, we're thinking about it and planning it. Another company is designing a small-scale model.
So, when will they build it?
I think they'll start in 2080 and complete it in 2100.
Wow, that is a long time in the future.
Yes, it is.
So, where will the tunnel be? How long will it be? How deep?
The tube will be below the Atlantic Ocean. It'll connect the USA with Britain. It'll be about 5,000 kilometers long and about 100 meters deep in the ocean.
Will the tube move around in the water?
No, it won't move. 100,000 cables will attach it to the sea floor.
Will the train use electricity?
No, it won't. It'll use magnetism. The tube will contain a vacuum. Maglev trains will be able to travel through the tube at 8,000 kilometers per hour.
Okay, now let's check the answers together. What is the length of the project? Very good, it's 5,000 kilometers. Depth, it's 100 meters. Number of cables, 100,000 cables. Speed of train, 8,000 kilometers per hour. And source of power for train, it's magnetism. Thank you. After achieving the first objective, which was related to listening for details, now let's move to the second objective, which is the future tense. Now use will and want to predict a future fact or event. As you see in the middle, in the first box, we have will and apostrophe ll, they are the same. Will not or won't, so will equals apostrophe ll. Will not, we can write it like this, won't. Let's see, read the sentences. They or we will build it in 2050. We can also say they'll build it, will build it in 2050. My company will not build it in 2050. The engineers won't build it in 2050. When we want to make a question, we start with the question word like when, where, what, and so on. Then we put will, you build it. Here we say when will they build it? The answer is in 2050. The other type of question is that starts with will. Here we start with will. Will they build it in 2050? Yes, they will. No, they won't. So this type of question is yes, no question, yes or no questions. But the first type of question is a WH question that starts with when, will, when, which, why, and so on. Okay, now let's apply what we have learned about will and will not. Disagree with each statement. When you disagree, means that you use will not or won't. Let's look at number one. It's done as an example. Number one, the engineers will start the tube in 2020. We need to correct this and say 2080. So the engineers won't start the tube in 2020. They will start in 2080. Okay, number two, we will do it also as an example. The tube will be under the Pacific Ocean. We need to use Atlantic. So the answer will be the tube won't be under the Pacific Ocean, it will be under the Atlantic Ocean. Now please pause the video for about 4 minutes, answer questions 3 through 6, and come back later to check the answers. Okay, welcome back. Let's check number 3. The tube will connect Britain with Europe, the USA instead of Europe. So the tube won't connect Britain with Europe, it will connect Britain with the USA. Next, number 4, the train will use diesel, magnetism. So the train won't use diesel, it will use magnetism. Number 5, the tube won't contain compressed air, it will contain a vacuum. Finally, the trains will travel at 1100 kilometers per hour. The trains won't travel at 11,000 kilometers per hour. They will travel at 8,000 kilometers per hour. Thank you for watching the video. Please don't forget to go to Teams, Microsoft Teams, to be able to answer the homework. You will have 24 hours to complete the homework. We wish you best of luck. Goodbye.